today's 7 on Sunday. So, before I get into the video, I actually have some news, guys. I am moving house. This is like the first time I've actually mentioned it to you guys because I didn't really want to like talk about it until it was like solidly happening. But I'm literally leaving my house in 4 weeks. I'm moving with my family. We're going back Newcastle way, where I used to live. And we're going to be staying with my grandma until we figure out where we're going to live. But we're leaving Jindabyne and we're moving. And I'm going to be transferring jobs. Hopefully going to find a Woolworths up there that I can work for. And yeah, this is like really kind of like stressful because I've actually had to start packing up all of my things, but I haven't really touched my books yet except for this section like right here where I needed to like fill up a box, but I've really pretty much done the other shelf, and this is the last time I'm gonna actually have this as a location because by next week most of these are going to be packed up except for the books that I plan on bringing with me that I'm hopefully going to read, and any that I'm unhauling because I will be filming an unhaul video and I'll hopefully try to like sell some of them, or I will just give the rest to Vinnie's. It doesn't really bother me. It's very weird because when I first moved here I probably only had like 4 boxes of books and now I'm probably going to have over 20, so it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. I am wearing my Winter Soldier jumper again. For me it's felt like a month, but for you guys it was only like 5 videos ago. But what's fun is I've added to my kind of like Bucky Barnes cosplay. So this is Bucky, the Winter Soldier's dog tags, who is Winter Soldier, and I was looking on Etsy for like Winter Soldier stuff because I have no merch. Like I literally had to make my own jumper, so when I saw these I got really excited and I just feel like it adds to the whole like look, and I really like it. And like I did buy some stuff online, but I haven't really, and this is the main reason guys why I haven't been buying books lately, because basically anything that I buy has to go in a box where I won't see it for about 3 or 4 months. So that is why I haven't really been buying like a lot of books, and like a good reason not to. It's still weird. It's still weird. I can't believe like I'm gonna be leaving these shelves. Like I'm gonna leave my shelves here because I don't want to have this in the new house. Like I do enjoy having these shelves, but the only issue is that because they're so small, I feel like I've damaged some of my books from like having them shoved right up to the bracket, and like even though it's a good space saver, I really want to just have bookshelves in my new house, and just like I'm hoping for the best, and then I'll be able to organize things a lot better. And I may even unhaul more books when I get there depending on like how much space that I have, because I've got to be kind of ruthless, but I also like don't want to give up on books that I haven't read, even though I may never read them. But there's some that I'm getting rid of. I think my book haul is going to be about 40 books, which I think's pretty good, but I will get to filming that soon. But today we are here for a 7 on Sunday, and we are talking about our most anticipated reads for the second half of the year. My normal thing is to film a video every 3 months to talk about the books that are coming out for the next 3 months, and I was still going to do that. But when I was looking at my list, I realized there isn't actually that many books that I really am anticipating, because I actually added a lot of sequels on my list that I haven't actually read, because I thought I would have read the books by now, and I didn't, and I thought I would be anticipating them. So I got a bit ahead of myself and added them to my list. So I'm only going to be doing this video because 7 is good enough for me. There's a couple there that I'm not going to mention, but like if I end up buying them later, I'll talk about it. It's on my list. I have it all written down, and this way I'm turning 2 videos into 1, which is really helpful. So these are 7 of my most exciting releases for the second half of the year, and I am keen. Okay, the first book I am pretty keen about is Any Way the Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell, which comes out on the 6th of July. So this is the 3rd book in the Carry On trilogy or series. I don't know if she's planning on writing more books. Like I feel like she may have mentioned that she's going to write more books, but I'm not actually really sure. But I've seen photos of this book and it is way thicker than Wayward Son. It is way bigger than Carry On. So I feel like a lot's going to happen in this book, but I'm also just like wanting to see more of Baz and Simon and hope their relationship kind of gets a bit better, because by the time Wayward Son ended they were like a bit rocky and I'm a bit concerned for them. But I really don't know what's coming in this book, because I don't really need to know, because it's like a sequel. I don't really need to like see what's gonna happen. Like when I get the book, I'll look at the premise and I'll be like, oh, that's exciting. But what's sad is Pan Macmillan did send me the 2nd book, but I haven't heard anything about the 3rd book. I didn't ask for it. I thought it was a bit better to maybe not ask for things when I'm not really reading, but I'm still keen. I'll buy this eventually. It's probably going to be in stores because where I'm moving to will be near a supermarket, and I'm excited about that, so I can actually go and like buy things whenever I want them. I'm actually really keen for that. Like I feel like so isolated here because I can't like just go and do things. But I know I'm keen for this and I think it's going to be really fun. So also coming out on the 6th of July, we have 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. So this is a prequel story to Spin the Dawn, but none of them actually have anything to do with each other. In the second of the duology of Spin the Dawn, Eden actually mentions the main character in this new story because Maya's all like, oh, that's just a fairy tale, and Eden's like, no, I actually met her. So it's like a story that they probably tell their children and everything, but I'm pretty sure it's based off the Swan Princess story where like she has 12 brothers and then they all get turned into swans and then she has to like fight and figure something out. But honestly, Elizabeth Lim has become one of them authors that I'm pretty sure I'm just going to buy any novel she's going to write. And I'm also pretty sure I put her book in my most anticipated reads for the whole year that we did for Severin on Sunday at the beginning of the year. So I'm keen. I think it's going to be really fun to read this novel. And yeah, I really don't exactly remember what's meant to be happening. I just know there's that like Swan Princess thing going on there, but I am keen for this novel and I kind of can't wait for it to come out. Okay, the next book I'm excited about coming out is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, which is on the 13th of July. So I know a lot of my books are coming out in July, but I'm hoping that this will be on audio because her Fix It Up trilogy that I've read over the past couple of years was on audio, and I'm excited that she's doing another rom-com. And basically the tagline says, Tessa Bailey is back with a Schitt's Creek inspired rom-com about a Hollywood it girl who is cut off from her wealthy family and exiled to a small Pacific Northwest beach town where she butts head with a slurly, sexy local who thinks she doesn't belong. Everything about that makes me happy. I really enjoyed Schitt's Creek when I watched it last year because when I finally got Netflix, I was just like, oh my god, and then I picked up this show. Loved it so much. I literally watched it twice, and this happened in a matter of months that I watched it twice. I think this is going to be good. I don't really need to know too much more about it, and I'm just excited, and I also think the cover is really pretty, but I'm happy for this niche of her romantic stories because I don't really like the like overly like, you know, sexy time stories where it's all just like, ew, look at my body and do this and do that, and the covers are just like, what? Like you can tell from the cover what type of story it's going to be, and she still does put the sexy times in there, but I just feel like this is maybe like a more refined version. Like I just don't think I'm ever going to be like fully into those like romance novels. Like it's these kind of cute ones that are still just like sweet, like more of the like sweet romances, not the steamy romances, if you know what I mean. But I think this is going to be good. Next book I want to talk about is God and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin, which comes out on the 3rd of August. So this is the third and final book in the Serpent and Dove trilogy, and I read Blood and Honey last year, and I'm pretty sure I had some theories and stuff of what I thought was going to happen in this book, but I also don't really know. And even though a lot of people didn't like the middle book, I'm still keen to see where it's going to go. And honestly, like the last 20 pages of that book, a lot of shit was going down and I'm like, oh my god. But I am keen. I don't really know again what's going to happen because it's a third book, it's a sequel. I haven't really gone too much into it because I feel like if I research it more, then I'm just going to be too excited. So if I just try to keep my excitement like on the down low, then I won't get too overly excited. But it's not that far away. Like August literally isn't that far away, and I am very keen for this story, and I hope it ends with a bang. I'm really sorry too if my voice is like overly croaky because I feel like if you guys have been like looking at stuff that I've posted in like the description section of like last videos or even on Twitter, I've had a really annoying cold, so it's just attacked my voice. So that's why I didn't really film last week, and this week I've been busy with packing, and then I was like, I need to film something on Sunday though, so I'm trying. My voice probably sounds atrocious. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is The Heart Principle by Helen Huang, which comes out on the 17th of August. I've been excited for this book for over a year because it got pushed back a year, and I understand that the author just needed some time, so she's given herself a whole new year to try and get the book finished and try to get it read and published. I really love The Kiss Quotient, and I really enjoyed The Bride Test, even though not as much because those characters were kind of annoying. But this book is Kwan's story, and the main character actually has OCD, and I'm keen to see how she writes that differently than her Asperger's then autistic main characters. Like she just writes really good novels and really good romances, and I am keen. I think it's going to be fun. I've been excited for this for so long, and I really want to know more about Kwan. Like I want to know who he is as a person. Okay, swinging all the way to October. I have some stuff in September, but again, doesn't really matter that much. But there is gonna be a second novel to Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and I am beyond keen. It's gonna be called Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World, and it comes out on the 12th of October, and this is also by Benjamin Alaisanze. I have never been able to say his name, but I know that there was always talk of a sequel maybe happening, but it's like, it's actually happening. There's a release date, there's a cover, there is talk about things. I don't even know what's happening in this book. All I know is I'm excited. Like, there's actually gonna be another novel. I thought the first one was really cute, really sweet, but also really sad because like these boys do love each other, but like, you know, stuff keeps getting in the way, and I understand that it can be really hard for them, but like, there's another novel. Like, I'm just beyond excited for this. Don't even care what it's about. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna enjoy it and have so much fun with it. And finally, the last book that I'm very excited about is Auroras End by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which comes out on the 9th of November. Still really a bit sad that the title doesn't match the rest of them. Like before, it was like Aurora Rising, Aurora Burning, Aurora's End. Like, there is ending. It should be Aurora's Ending or something. Like, it needs to flow. I hate it when titles match and then the last book they change it. Like, it is honestly something that happens a lot. Like with Truth Witch, and now the last one's called like Witch Shadow, and I'm like, you've just defeated the formula of all titles, and I hate it. But I am so excited. I really enjoyed Aurora Burning. You guys would probably know that I've just been obsessed with that book for so long, and I've been so excited for this book. And finally, we have stuff like release dates and covers and all the beautiful things happening, and I can't wait. I honestly kind of have an idea of how I think the story is going to go from like reading people's reviews and talking to other people about it, and I just hope that I'm right, but I'm also kind of scared that what it's going to mean if this is the thing that's going to happen in the book. But also, every character was left with like some kind of disadvantage in the last book, and it was also very like cliffhanger-y, so like I need this book soon. Like, it actually needs to be in my hand now. I hate that I have to wait until November, but I'm very excited to see how it's going to conclude. So my battery is about to die, which is something I basically say every single video, but it's good that I'm right in the end, basically. But anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are anticipating these releases with me, because like I'm honestly so excited for them. And honestly, if there's any other books that you guys are like really keen for, like let me know, because I feel like I could have missed like a lot of things that are actually coming out because I haven't really been looking like a lot. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!